Hey, Joe.
Ah, hey there, Kiryu-san.
Someone's been knocking me back. I still haven't had a drink with you yet. Mind if I sit here?
Of course not. Be my guest. Some one-on-one time with Kiryu-san, huh? Kinda making me a little nervous here.
And I guess you've already got a good buzz going. Been a while since you stepped down as a leader of the Liumang, hasn't it?
Yep, I'm just a regular old civilian. Trying to be one, at least.
Right. I imagine other people might not see it that way.
It's been a solid 15 years since you quit the business, right? But people still call you Kiryu-san. The fourth chairman and the Dragon of Dojima.
Yeah. There's no running from your past. Guess we're both struggling on that front.
But at least I've got it a bit easier than you. My name's only good round here in Ijincho.
Do you ever regret giving it all up? Your father passed you the mantle, right?
Well, Liumang was tearing itself apart from the inside out back then. Thanks to Ryo Aoki and the Omi Alliance. A good lot of them stabbed me in the back. Some of the old heads included. We had no choice but to rebuild from the ground up. Obviously, somebody has to take responsibility for all that. And, well, who else better than the guy up top? Since Komijo was literally going up in smoke too, Ijincho's entire gray zone was in danger. Having Sunhee take the wheel was the best choice, so no. I don't regret my decision.
I see.
By bringing the Liumang and Komijo together, Sunhee managed to save a lot of lives. That had to be a ton of hard work. I can't possibly thank her enough for all she's done.
I'm jealous. All I have are regrets.
Well, there are a lot of other things I regret.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, I think I'm a little too sober to pour out my heart right now.
All right, fair enough. We haven't even finished a single glass yet.
Kiryu-san, you're a dead man walking, aren't you? So you can't pay your family or friends a little visit?
That's right.
Are you sure you should be talking to me then?
The Daidoji probably think that this will all work out in their favor. So they'll turn a blind eye.
All right then. You think it'd be cool if you came over to my place?
Your place?
I own a Chinese restaurant, see? An old little hole in the wall, but it's mine. Sometimes I cook the food myself. Scratch that. Not sometimes. I cook pretty much every day.
From the top of the Liumang to the head of the kitchen.
I've always loved cooking. You'd catch me in the kitchen even during my Liumang days. A lot of my guys like to eat whatever I whipped up to.
You ever consider that it was hard for them to tell the boss his food sucks?
Oh, so that's how you want to play. Guess now I've just gotta invite you to my restaurant then.
Sure, I'll go. It's all gonna be on the house, right?
Yeah, of course. But if you find the food tasty, then I'll take cash over any compliments to the chef.
That's some confidence you've got there. I look forward to it. How about another round?
Fine by me. But you should take it easy. Wouldn't want you to keel over before you...
Fine. Whatever you say. Barkeep.
Hard to believe you're a sick man. Barkeep, hit me with another.
That's this. Hey, what's with the face?
Huh? Oh, hey, Kiryu-san. Something's been bugging me, actually.
That right?
Yep. Mind hearing me out? Can't say it'll be much fun, though.
I'm all ears.
I was checking out this food blog earlier. They review bars and other joints here in Ijincho. Of course, that means they hit up my place, too.
Sounds like they rubbed you the wrong way.
Well, yeah. They wrote a bunch of crap about how the food sucks, how the employees are rude, how the place is a stinking mess. And it's not a one-time deal either. They've been writing about my place for days.
You're saying these are fake reviews?
What else could they be? I take pride in my cooking. Sure, my place might be a little old, but I keep it spotless. Man, even thinking about all this just pisses me off.
Can't be fun to deal with.
Yeah, trust me, it's not. Should I leave it alone, or do I do something about it?
I wonder who they really are. Why do they get to remain anonymous when they're writing something awful like that?
Not very fair now, is it? I'm also itching to find out what kind of person posted. I get that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but this just doesn't sit well with me.
Has that blog started to affect your business?
Nah, sales is more or less the same as ever, as far as I know. My place gets lots of regulars. I think the customers who do follow blogs are usually the first-timers.
Makes sense. And all that's left to consider is how you feel about this whole situation.
Yep, guess so. And I think I've got an idea who that blogger is.
Oh yeah?
Right before that blog posted, I got into a nasty little spat with a customer. Never seen him before in my life.
How'd that happen?
Well, considering my previous occupation, I get a lot of customers with some real heavy baggage. So I don't let people take any pictures or videos once they're inside. Even got signs saying so. But that guy didn't give a shit.
And there's no way you didn't call him out.
Damn right. I went up to him and I told him, please refrain from filming inside the restaurant. Honestly, I wouldn't have cared if it was just him there, but the place was pretty packed at the time. And that just got him all riled up. How dare you speak to a customer? And things just went down. He flung his chopsticks at his bowl and stormed out, screeching, see if I ever come. Day after that, someone posted on their blog talking shit about my... I figure it's probably the same.
Maybe you can ask Komijo to look into it. They're good at that kind of thing.
I technically got booted from the and to abuse an organization's power all for my Plus, I doubt Sunny would let me off.
That's true. I just thought that'd be the quickest way to take it.
Well, to be completely honest, I did.
So, what's your plan? If that customer's the same person behind the blog post,
I'm not gonna go that.
considering how proud you are of your cooking.
Yep. Once I get heated.
This guy. What happened to being a regular civilian? Guess I'll have myself another drink.
I'm with you there.
Just glad you're... What's up, Xiao?
Not this time. Got a message from the Liu. Said they wanted to tell me something.
But didn't you leave a...
Yeah, I did. But they still... Mind if I complain for a bit?
So, what they...
You remember the blog I mentioned last time? The one talking
Right. Might be the same guy that...
Yep. Those Liumang boys are using whatever means possible to hunt him. They're hell-bent on catching him. Saying stuff like, he can't go around starting shit and running away like that. And if they do find him, things might...
But you're not the one ordering them around, right?
No.
Which means these young guns are causing a racket because someone's giving their old boss a...
Yep. Honor's just as big a deal as life and death down in the underworld. Not that you need me to tell.
Maybe you should try stopping them? That blogger should...
As ordinary as they come. I hate that I still have to.
So, how many of these guys...
A lot of them, but probably no more than.
That's still no joke.
But there's only 4 guys at the core of the whole shebang. They used to hang around me back when I was the leader. Called themselves the 4 Beasts.
Sort of like your personal guard.
They were kind of adorable in a way, but feisty. Got a tendency to take things a little. They're the ones who are really pissed off with this blogger. So why?
Must be tough on you. They're not gonna leave you alone so long as they keep you on that pedestal.
Yeah, like you're one to talk. What's going on with me can't even compare to what the Dragon of Dojima goes through. But I guess the 2 of us are in the same boat. I mean, who else can relate to this kind of stuff?
Don't take this the wrong way, but it doesn't look like anything's getting to you. You seem pretty laid back. But in reality, you've got a lot on your...
You know, everybody's dealing with something. Your problems seem tougher than most, though.
I wouldn't say that. Mine aren't all that different.
But seriously, Kiryu-san, you always look like you're trying to shoulder everything yourself. Hell, you even were quick to accept the fact that your time's been cut short.
Not really. I've spent plenty of time thinking about it.
You don't gotta lie down and take it. You could still try to fight back, you know. Survive. Looks to me like you're putting on an act. Because you're supposed to be a legend.
Where's this coming from?
Just something that's been on my mind. We've gotten pretty chummy, haven't we? Close enough for me to air out all my stupid complaints to you. Figured I could come out and say it by now. Or, did I cross the line there?
You're fine. I'll keep that in mind.
Awesome.
Remember, stretching's important.